As we come to you from the European home of the NFL, London, England. Coming up, another edition of the NFL International Series, and it should be a good one, between the Chicago Bears and the Oakland Raiders. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone, and no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Off the play fake. Love. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete to open things up.
No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that what?
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down of the process.
What we got?
On 1st and 10. Love taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Check. Watch 54. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Yeah.
Throwing again. Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hart. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's go, D. Kill.
They run with Taylor. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
It's coming again.
Darnell Savage on the tackle. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 44-yard line.
From the 44, Griffin. And this one complete to Jermaine Gresham. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is...
And he is in! Touchdown, Chicago! A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. A pass there complete to Westbrook. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Complete to D.D. Westbrook. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Margus Hunt breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Throwing on 3rd and long. Love. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Incomplete. Intended for Ricky Seals-Jones. Sets up 4th down.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. He's going to air one out. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
And as a defender, if you come with 2 interceptions in a game, that's pretty rare in the NFL. You might see one guy a weekend do that, but to have 2 in the first quarter, that's something you don't see all that often. I have a feeling they'll think twice about throwing in his direction too often.
That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. From the shotgun, Griffin. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Good coverage that time by Derwin James.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense, but in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass, excellent job, way to knock it down.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. To throw is RG3, and it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll run with a 3rd-year man. This is Tariq Cohen, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Love flushed out right, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Off play action. Love. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, he bounced up after taking a sack and took a shot downfield. I think a lot of us thought maybe he'd run draw in that situation instead. Tried to get it all back in one play.
Yeah, 3rd and long. Thought he needed the deep pass. Couldn't connect it.
Maybe he was hoping for a penalty downfield to give him the yardage they needed.
Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
From the gun, Love. Got a man open. It's Ricky Seals-Jones. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Back to throw. Love eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. On 4th down, Love. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. They run the counter. Taylor. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards into Chicago, 1st down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again, Griffin. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Raider D, they get the football back. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They'll find Metcalf. A very solid gain of 27. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Throwing again. Love. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Looking to throw. Love. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well. The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. 1st and 10 at the 19. The open man is Westbrook. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up second and goal. From the 2 now, and he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Ronald Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll throw on first down to Griffin. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Troy Apke. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, second year, even more success. A pick 6 for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season, it's big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year 1. By year 2, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Griffin. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Griffin. And the pressure getting to RG3. He's brought down for the sack. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Griffin. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Griffin. Room to run inside the 40. And Gresham, the tight end, brings it in. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Now Mason Crosby on for the field goal. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. Off the play fake. Love taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. This quarterback now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. Operating from the gun, Griffin. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Darnell Savage, the rookie from Maryland. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. Gets fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end, and it's third down. From the gun, Griffin. This one complete to Gresham. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get 11, but still a little short. Fourth down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. They'll indeed go for it with Griffin. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off play action. Love. He's going to let this one go. And this is caught. It's a gain of 34. Well, you had all halftime to think about what you wanted to do to start the second half. They came out with a big one.
Does that not beg the question? What was happening in the other locker room at halftime? Was that the one play they didn't cover as a possibility? Because they just gave up a big, big gain.
Let's go. 6 yards. Check, check. 154. 6 man.
They'll go with the keeper. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. It's their quarterback. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we said
that his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today? Kevin King with a pick.
Right there, 54, right there.
Throwing on first down. Love completes it to Hardman. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11, sets them up 1st and goal. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. D.D. Westbrook, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Griffin. And now here is another interception. Reuben Foster picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Love. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And they move this all the way down to the 9. The end result, 21 yards. The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. Now Jones. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Second and 11. Flush to his right. And he completes it to Westbrook. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
From the gun on third down. Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jannard Avery in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit.
Hey, 58, 58's the money. Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. Yo, 58, come on. Heavy. You ain't going nowhere.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Badgley's kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. They had it first and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound very, it sounds a little counterintuitive, but you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage, the rookie from Maryland. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory.
4 yards on the pickup. Second down 6.
Again, it's Jones. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On the draw, this is Cohen. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Welcome back now here in London. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. To throw on 3rd down. Love. He sets to fire deep. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now Griffin on 1st down. And he rifles one incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
We want it. Come to my work.
Throwing again, Griffin. And that is incomplete.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, pass the sticks, first down. They're going on 4th down. It's Griffin. And Ingram holds it in. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Now, no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Throwing now, Griffin on 1st down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. The first defensive back taken in this year's draft, Darnell Savage there to knock that one away. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Here's Griffin to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll go down at the 28. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They give to Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great effort there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bears cut into that lead. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
On 1st down, Love. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Now Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Back to throw. Love. That's to his running back, complete. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Off the play fake. Love. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Margus Hunt able to take him down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. 2nd and 5. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 13. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. Nicole Hardman, the intended target. What did you see on that one? Rookie mistake or just good defense?
It was a combo play, but the rookie quarterback, he'll take it all on his shoulders, and the frustration level is evident. You can see it with him. You know, if that's a veteran quarterback, he walks off like he just threw a touchdown pass because he doesn't want to show that to the defense. The young guys, they take it more to heart. It's on their sleeve a little bit. He'll learn as he goes along how to hide his emotions.
Here's Griffin, buying time to his left. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Dancing to his left. He'll try and he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. RG3, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears turn that interception into a touchdown. From the shotgun, Griffin flushed out right. This is caught, and he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. So time definitely not in their favor, down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is...
It's caught inside the 25, and all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. D.D. Westbrook, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Come on now, let's go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. One last shot for RG3. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. A big off.